Pep Talk with Portia. We are going to give you some possible reasons why some Ghanaian men who are ripe for marriage are still single or they are not married. Fifi, what do you think?
Well, you just would dive straight into matters.
Yeah.
You call me a bit off guard, but you see when you said ripe for marriage, I just smiled. Maybe it didn't show on my face, but I just smiled inwards. Because I mean, when are you ripe for marriage though? I mean, there's this whole debate about how guys should start thinking about marriage late 20s. Some people believe early 20s. Even in our studio before we came on, people were talking about how it's early 20s and stuff like that. So when they are ripe for marriage, I mean, it's a debate on its own. So I mean,
yeah, my outfit is by DNA Couture, and my name is Portia. Before this, we did a survey, so we are going to just discuss what some Ghanaian men gave out, the reasons why they are still not married. Someone said because of the bride price. Some people think it's very expensive. It's very expensive, right? What do you think?
It depends. Before, I mean, there was this discussion, and everyone was talking about how some people demand like 10,000 Ghana cedis and 15,000 Ghana cedis. I'm just thinking it's ridiculous. I think it's something that should be figurative. It shouldn't be something that is like, cold hard cash you put on the table. It's something that's like a token to just show that you appreciate their daughter. You're not buying their daughter. You're not buying the human being. So if you're going to charge someone 15,000 cedis, it's almost as if you don't like your daughter and you are selling them out. So I can understand guys who are sort of scared of making such commitment, because it doesn't make sense for families to demand such huge amounts for their daughters. Yeah.
Okay, someone also said because the women demand expensive wedding rings.
I mean, if you hear of Kim Kardashian wearing a $4 million wedding ring, why wouldn't you demand for more? I mean, there's proliferation of Western culture, and everyone else getting infected by the bag of, oh, I want this, I want that. Girls becoming increasingly materialistic contemporarily. So it's something that is there. You cannot change the trend. On social media, people see the Kardashians, other reality stars, even the pop musicians, Rihanna, Ciara, whoever, and then they see all this bling. And, let me give you a perfect example. People see, say, John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. And they'll be like, oh, this is the archetypal couple. This is how couples are supposed to be like. So they see the wedding ring, the engagement ring, and they start demanding, things from their fiancés and stuff. So, I mean, I guess we should blame how small the world has become, because we are seeing what people of higher classes are doing, and we feel like we deserve more, especially women. Some women can feel very entitled. Some men too, but generally, I think it's up to the woman, when it comes to entitlement.
And some women, I think they are under pressure, because if my best friend is having a 4-carat ring, I also want to have something which is higher.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't think it's a woman thing when you talk about the friendship thing. It's like natural for humans. When you see someone doing something, you want to outdo the person. But this is marriage. The marriage is not about the ring or the engagement or the schnapps or, the kente that you wear or the suit. No, the marriage is about the long stretch, soon after the I do's, from there till, death. So it's everything in between, the fights, the financial, downward spirals, that kind of thing. So you shouldn't be thinking about a 24-karat gold ring if you cannot get along with your husband.
And if they want that, I think they should contribute.
They should want
buy
that.
The dreams, the rings of their dreams.
A 24-karat gold ring. I mean, let me tell you an interesting story. This is a personal story. And my brother just last week, unfortunately, got attacked by armed robbers. Oh. And they took off his wedding ring. And it's something materialistic. I mean, is he going to say, I've lost my wedding ring, so life doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I'm going to quit my job. The next day, he went to work and started work. I mean, life goes on. Material things.
Yeah, laughing, but this is serious.
It's quite serious. I mean, they took off his wedding ring. They took off his wife's wedding ring. They ran away with it. They won't see it again. It was blessed at their marriage and stuff like that. But it's not. It's just a symbol of the marriage. Yes. Just like the bride price like we're talking about. So when people try and bring such variables to life, bride price, then you are demanding 20,000 Ghana cedis. This is a market. We are not dealing with a stock exchange. I'm sorry, but I find it utterly ridiculous that people would try and make marriages like a financial institution, because it's not. It has to do with humanity. and coexistence.
Okay, another guy also said wedding photography, the new craze. Everybody want to have pre-wedding photo shoot, wedding photo shoot, and post-wedding. People are doing post-wedding now.
I am a first-hand witness to this. I'm not saying I was going to get married and someone charged me, but again, I'm going to use another example from my family. I'm sorry that I'm outing you guys, but I'm not mentioning names. So anyway, one of my brothers was going to get married, and you know, his friend was supposed to be the photographer. He thought like, oh, boys, Charlie, go sort me out. The guy was like 3,000 Ghana cedis. I'm telling you, and he actually had to pay. You know, for.
But Fiifi, that's quite okay because we had some discussions.
No, but this is even coming from a friend, so you can imagine, you know, meeting someone who is not.
Because the photographer who came on the show said the pre-wedding photo shoot alone will cost 2,000. That's for just 3 or 4 hours.
That's why there are iPhones and stuff.
Yes.
You know, pull out your iPhone, go to the garden, take your pre-wedding photos. I'm sorry, but
why the garden? Why the garden?
Throwing money. Well, that's where people do it. I mean, Lagos, the administration block at Lagos, where the big tower is. That's where I've seen most people take pre-wedding photos. At Ebri, for instance, people go to other parts of the eastern region. I mean, you have a phone. See, have you heard of iPhone
photos
photography?
Are for memories. Fiifi.
Photos are for memories, but I've seen people take really, really dope photos with their phones. I mean, come on, are you going to? If you don't have the means, if you have the means, please, by all means, spend it. Spend the money. But if you don't have the money, if you have to go and take a loan of 2,000 cedis for a pre-wedding photo shoot, I'm sorry. No. You know, where are your priorities? I maybe I'm being controversial, but some things, of course, some women would insist. But you know, are you going to rob a bank just for pre-wedding photos? I mean, when you can just take your photos and edit, get a proper editor, you know, to work on it for you, and you won't die. You will not die. I'm sorry. Like, that's what I think.
Let's move on. Some guys
Portia,
also think
you seem not to be okay with the whole pre-wedding.
Yes, for the photos. I love taking photos. You know, before this, I was doing Snapchat and stuff. So, but then the photographer should also reduce their prices. I think you know it's we are speaking in context. The guy cannot afford it. I'm sorry. I don't think they should go out of their way for that. Yeah, it's not worth it. Aside there are other expensive things on the budget to buy.
Exactly. If it's not paid your $15,000 bride price, you want it to go and pay your 2,000. Come on.
Pre-wedding photo shoot.
Yeah, pre-wedding photo shoot. Yeah.
Jeez. Some guys also think that women are not submissive.
This is controversial in the sense that it almost sounds chauvinistic for us to say women have to be submissive. Women really don't have to be submissive. Women probably have to respect their husbands, but husbands also have to respect them. So it's a two-way relationship. So the submissive part, I mean, of course, is biblical. But then again, people have talked about how, you know, even in interpreting the Bible, you know, people have their own, some pastors will say, it goes here, it goes there. But submissive in terms of its hardcore meaning. Oh, mirror, come on. I mean, I'm not sure a lot of women would agree.
Me to wash my hands, eat and those things.
Or when it's time for the main deal, you know, some people will lie down like blocks. Have you heard of such stories? Yeah, they just mirror and patch up, bro. That kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think it exists. It should exist in this day and age.
No. They can.
Women are also humans, just like men, and I don't think there should be any imbalance. Of course, we can do things women cannot do. Women can do things men cannot do. So it's a two-way thing.
Okay, some men also think they are too early to get married. Even men in their 40s and let me say late 30s.
Men who think they are elite to get married. I have a message for you. Lionel Messi, perhaps the greatest footballer to ever play football, by consensus, got married recently over the weekend. Messi no cry, and he thinks marriage is important. You are too elite to get married because you are Bill Gates' son or what? I mean, marriage is a choice.
Yeah, of course.
If you believe in marriage, you shouldn't have an excuse not to do it when you have the means to. You know, you can't say, me was coming brave, but I feel so elite to get married. It doesn't make sense. People who say that probably don't have the means to get married. And it's understandable. You don't have to always... you can't always be in a position...
just don't want to get married. They want to be alone.
That is fine. But don't say you are too elite to get married. It almost sounds condescending. And it sounds deceitful as well. Because it's like you are deceiving us. Come on. You cannot be too elite to get married. If you're elite, you should be getting married, right? That's what I think anyway.
Okay, that takes us to our next point, which is some guys think they can't be faithful. They can't be with one woman.
Controversial.
So they will not get married.
Controversial.
They always want to hop from bed
Technically,
to bed.
I cannot relate to this. I don't believe in polygamy. I believe in monogamy. But that's just the light-hearted side of it. I think that, you know, men will always make excuses. Oh, if I get married, just one woman for the rest of my life. You see her face every day. Your sexual life, one
every
woman.
Day.
Your outing life, one woman. Everything, one woman.
Photographs, one woman.
Yes, it scares people. You know, you go to the same, you wake up together, you know, and people easily get tired of other human beings. You see it even at the workplace, at home. So people get scared that I'm going to get tired of this person and stuff. So they want a bit of variety. But you see, that's why marriage, it is, and I've heard, I'm not married, so I can't testify to this. Many people who are married, who I have spoken to, have talked about how you have to be matured. You understand? And maturity in so many spheres of life. I mean, you cannot go into marriage thinking multiple women. That's the test of marriage. To wake up one morning and say, my breath, mommy way, but still I'm going to love her. You understand? It's a decision, and you have to be mature to be able to say, I am going to keep at this.
No
like I'm tired of this woman. She's a pain in my.
She has one style of cooking.
Exactly,
everything.
but you've sworn before. Well, if you believe in God, before God and marriage,
friends
of
and
course,
family.
at a wedding you're going to swear before something. So you've sworn before God that you're going to be together till the end. You know, till then do us part. So you cannot just wake up and say my breath into me. Because it's not for marriage. Is not for people who aren't ready to be serious. You understand? Aren't ready to make that commitment. It's long term. Like it's something for people up there.
Okay, if you are watching, you can also send your comments now. We read them. Let me read some comments you have. This one is from Kofi D. Ronnie. Because of bad girls. So you are not married because of bad girls. Okay. This one is from Steven Nikwe. I believe when it's your time, nobody will tell you to get married or otherwise always impregnate someone. Fifi.
Interesting from
impregnate
Steven.
Someone. You want
Steven,
to have a baby mama.
That's very, very interesting. People have, interesting ways of thinking. It's a humorous comment, by the way, so I can understand why he's saying that. Wisdom King's Kid in Kumasi is saying girls like money and ostentatious lives too much.
Please,
girls are
why?
all about the money.
Not everybody. You have to look for the right one.
Stereotypes are stereotypes. I mean, we can't run away from certain things. So, he's entitled to his comment. Wisdom, you're also saying this should be discussed widely. Francis Tab, you're saying 20,000 cedis buyer price. I'll never marry them. Dashin Yao, you're saying they love sex because the ladies give it to them on a silver platter. When the guys ask them, say, I want to eat. Steve Dashin Yao. Who wants to eat you? I'm sorry, but
that is adult content.
Yeah, I can't continue the comment. Benjamin Jao is our producer. He's watching. He's saying marriage is a hell. Women deny sex after marriage. Wow, keys. Interesting. Portia, you are married. Are you denying people? Are you denying your partner?
Please, Gilbert, you can comment.
Interesting from Benjamin. He's saying, please don't divert the topic. Oh, we are not diverting the topic, Benjamin. Papa Smiley, you're saying, what's the name of the guest on the show, please? My name is Fiifi.
Fiifi.
Yeah, Fiifi Anaman. Glad to see you. You're saying, now God will go punish her. I guess you're talking about the guy who will claim 20,000 in his buy price. Saeed Swagaholic, you're saying law. NS Ajima, great topic. I chill. Cecilia, lovely topic, and the guest is doing well. Thank you very much. Albert Nana Edu, I really like you, Fiifi. You are making a point. Thank you. Telvin, Fiifi has. Hey, Charlie, we won't be fans, but not tonight.
Please stop crashing on Fiifi.
Ajoa Kwachewa Ado, not all girls love money, so he should give a reasonable point. I didn't say all girls love money. Portia was the one who raised the point that, some women seem to be materialist. And I said, stereotypes are stereotypes. The same way many people say guys are dogs. Haven't you heard that before?
Yes.
Men are
That's
trash.
why some
complaining.
guys said
we are not starting a riot
because they can't be faithful.
They can't be faithful. So I mean, the fact that the stereotype binds you doesn't mean it's not there. Come on, we are just being realistic on the show. It doesn't mean it's true though. So Moses, Nico, a nice topic. Moses, you're also saying great work, Fee. Thank you. Marriage is sweet, oh, I beg, get married. Portia, someone is saying get married. But you already
married.
She is already married, so she has all the juice on marriage as well. So Portia, that's it for the comments for now.
Okay, the next one is some guys think their women want expensive honeymoon. They want to travel outside Ghana. Go to Dubai, go to...
You know, see, there are two sides to this. Marriage is a one-time affair. So if you have the means, please go for a honeymoon, which is probably exotic. But only means, no, so I know couples who didn't go for honeymoons. And you know, they are doing quite okay. Like I said, marriage is what...
Besides, nobody will know.
Nobody
unless
will.
you share it on social media.
Even if people know, should it hurt you? You understand? You can go on your honeymoon probably 10 years afterwards when you are both set up. Your husband has a good job, you have a good job, great family. You know, you probably leave your kids with your parents. And, you know, you fly off to some Hawaii. You have money then. You're not going to take a loan to go on a honeymoon. But if right now you get married and, you know, something happens, you know, you don't have the money for an expensive honeymoon. You don't have to force yourself to, you know, I mean, life is short, but at the same time, life is quite long. If you don't die today, you're going to live to see tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? A bit of a paradox there. So don't take decisions that you regret later.
Okay, the last but not the least, women demand lavish lifestyle after marriage. Once they are married, they want to show off, they want to change their wardrobe, they want a new car, iPhones, iPad, and everything to show to their friends that, hey, they are also married, they are the new missus in town.
See, marriage is not a salary job. You don't go into marriage thinking, oh, me you know, you can on your own. On your own. You see, you shouldn't think, oh, I'm going into marriage because...
people need to see that you have improved. Your status has changed. That's
a bit of a mirage, isn't it? Because you are going into marriage thinking everything is going to be fine, and marriage is essentially struggle.
If everything is not fine at home,
even if you marry Aliko Dangote, you are going to struggle at some point. You marry Carlos Slim, Bill Gates, you know, you are going to struggle. Some rich men probably are impotent. You don't know. You understand? So, you see, like, you can't have it all. And that's the beauty of life. You know, the balances. So you cannot go into marriage thinking, oh, I set ya, mommy. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, for people who are thinking marriage will answer all your problems, I am not married. But, you know, from conversations with married people, you know, it's not easy at all. So if for anything, think of marriage as like a regular, a cycle of challenges. And you have to be tough to overcome.
A new phase of life.
Exactly, a new phase filled with a lot of challenge. We have to be realistic about this. We shouldn't paint a rosy picture of marriage to people because actually it's not.
Okay, Fifi, let's read the comments.
Isaac Osei is saying, Massa, we will keep on sleeping with them. Oh, Isaac Osei, you keep on sleeping. I can't even continue reading your comments. Rufa is saying, I am planning to get married in Po. I know it's a big challenge, no time. All the best in your marriage aspirations. Quest Emmanuel, you've joined us. Thank you very much. Rejoice, Kotoku Fifi, I'm talking about you. Rejoice, I've heard you. NS Ajimai, after they are married, I mean the women, they become too bossy. Majority of them though, most of them start showing their beast attitude. Portia, I think you have to address this. Did you start showing your beast attitude?
No, I'm still the same. I'm even more submissive, you know, bedroom and everywhere.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Portia giving us all the juice from her marriage.
I show my beast side when I come to work. I have to work, so that's when I do that. But when I get home, I'm a different person.
So I guess, it's not for every woman. Not all women are beastly after you put a ring on their finger. Some women, you know, continue being themselves after marriage. Now, Moses Nikoi, nice point. Not a salary thing. Thank you. Moses, you're saying it's a 50-50 affair. Very, very fair. Pa Kofi Sperry, nice topic. Thank you very much, Pa Kofi, for joining. So I think that's it. That's it for the comment.
Thank you, Fifi, for coming.
Thank you very much, Portia. It's been a pleasure.
My name is Portia, but let me leave you this quote. I think people have to save before they spend. If you are married, for
Yeah.
those married,
Yeah.
they have to save before they spend,
yeah.
not spend
Before they say.
before they save.
Interesting.
Okay.
From a married woman, take her serious.
My name is Portia Arthur, lifestyle editor for Pulse Ghana. We have this topic on site, so do go there and share with your friends. If you have any questions, you can comment on the site or on our Facebook page. We stream live on Instagram as well, but I couldn't read the comments, sorry. We come your way same time again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, the last day, so we go to event to talk about more event planning and other things. Thank you very much. My producer was Lobsan, Nana Otubua, Ben, and Kojo. Thank you very much.
And for all of you who commented, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.